I have breathed, lived, and played through baseball ever since I was a little kid, probably before I was even born, and I've watched the MLB as young as I can remember. But let's be honest, MLB just isn't keeping up to the NFL, to the NBA, even to the NHL, to some people. So, here's 15 ways the MLB can be more entertaining. First off, you gotta put the universal DH in. I know, take strategy out of the game. So what? It's not gonna lose you fans by putting it in. Like, you people who are hating against the universal DH just because it's gonna take out strategy. Some people don't want to watch someone just get an automatic out. I'm not here to watch someone under 100 batting average just, like, I don't want to see John Lester hit. I don't want to see most of the pitchers hit. It's a waste of the game. It's a waste of just trying to produce more runs, more home runs, more power, more scoring opportunities, more excitement, and more ways it can be entertaining. That's why you need the universal DH for those who really don't understand. I'm sure they understand. They just rather have the strategy put in it. But at this rate, the way that MLB is kind of dropping down, even though it's probably not ever going to leave us, we need to make ways to make it more entertaining. And the universal DH, especially when it's in one league and not the other, it's just one way to do that. And also, you can't exclude, you have to save your pitchers. Like, using them to hit is wasting some of their stamina. If you just save them for only pitching, you can help them stay in the game longer. So your starting pitcher can start going more into 8 innings, 7 innings, setting up your bullpen even more, which saves more arms, which could help save injuries. It just works all in all, and just universal DH just needs to happen. Second off, we need to mic these players up, or at least make it somewhat more entertaining, like you do in the All-Star game, where you might have some players go out in the mic. You did this during spring training too, where you had players they were hitting with the mic. I don't know if it was so comfortable, but I did read something where they could somehow implement a microphone inside the bases, so like the players didn't really have to wear it, or like maybe put like a hidden mic underneath the pitcher's mound, so you could go in depth to some of the pitcher conversations, inbound conversations that are going on. That'd make the game so much more entertaining than it is right now, especially hearing how they interact. That's one of the more fun ways of playing like, when you're playing baseball, that's one of the reasons why it's so much fun, is you're interacting with your teammates, with your friends, with sometimes even, like, baseball, like, your teammates sometimes just become friends and family to you. So, if we mic those players up, I'm sure these players can become more than just, like, people we just watch on TV for our entertainment. We could actually seem like we're a lot closer to them. Then number 3, going off the mic and the players up, we need to market these star players. Like, when the Angels are playing, let's say, like, the Dodgers, why are we not having Mike Trout versus Clayton Kershaw? Like, promote the players that are going to make you the most money so people actually know who you're watching. Like, I'm not trying to watch some Orioles versus Tigers. I don't really care about those teams. And also, how am I supposed to care when I don't know who's on those teams? Let's market the main player that you're going to want, like, people are going to want to watch off those teams. Like, I don't really know many star players on those teams. Like, say Miguel Cabrera versus Vlad Guerrero Jr. I kind of want to watch that game. Or maybe you have 2 star pitchers facing off against each other. We just need to find a way to market these star players to actually make it so people want to watch too. Number 4, we need to embrace the fun. The bat flips, the handshakes, the stare downs. Show off these players' personalities so we can actually, like, once again, kind of get to know them. It goes off, like, the mic the players up. Like, get off with the no bat flip crap. No, do the bat flips. Have everybody start doing bat flips. Like, maybe you have those players that are a little bit more respectful, but don't fine them for a bat flip. Have them start doing more fun handshakes. You see this in the NBA. You see that, like, the handshakes before the game. Have some players just start doing that. You have stare downs. You have the fights too every once in a while. Those things get actually more like showtime than some of the games even do. So Then number 5, less games. I'm not saying cut them down a lot, but you can't deny 162 games is a lot, and especially for just an everyday person who's like, let's say you have the NFL or MLB on, or NBA, or the NHL, especially for this year. Like, you have the choice of those 4. More than likely, the person's going to choose NFL or NBA. Some will even choose the NHL over MLB. So, maybe just less games could actually make the games matter more, which means teams of the fans of the team will actually want to pay attention to what their team's doing, how their strategy is going into this game, and how they're going to win this game, basically. Like, I'm not saying you lose a lot of games, like 10, maybe 20, like in between the 10 to 20 games you take away, but also it saves health, saves injuries, it can spread out your games too. So, less games just can make this MLB more entertaining. Number 6, realign the league. Sure, you kind of have like your setup right now, American League, National League, but if we're going universal DH, we can actually make this even more than that. We can just put East, Central, West. It just have 10 teams in each, and kind of go hockey, kind of like how the hockey style has it right now. It could make it a lot more entertaining, a lot more rivalries to go with that too. So it's just basically you're creating more rivalries at the same time of just making it so the players don't have to travel as far. Maybe you do like a different way too. You could do like South, Central, North too. I don't know. You guys can come up with that, but realigning the league could also make the MLB more entertaining. Then if we're gonna make less games and realign the league, we kind of have to redo the playoffs as well. So maybe not much, but maybe like they're proposing the expanded playoffs right now. Maybe we actually do that. I don't know where we're gonna end up with the playoffs, but if we're gonna redo everything in this, redo the playoffs and maybe add some more games in there, there's a reason it's one of the most viewed contents and why it's your moneymaker right now, and that's because it's more entertaining. Next, we have don't do late night starts. I'm sorry, but a 13-year-old kid has to go to school the next day, and he's not going to stay up till 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock to watch your baseball game. He'll be up at maybe 8, but you just need to start these games like a little bit sooner. It's just I know you still have games that start on the West Coast. It's just, you can't start them that late and expect to get as high views when you have kids, when you're trying to market to the kids too, market to the kids that actually want to watch these games and care about them. You just have to not do as many. Like, you can keep some of them, but not do as many as you are. Next, we have extra innings change. And I'm just saying for during the regular season, not the playoffs. Playoffs keep it completely the same. But during the regular season, let's start with a man on second and do 3 innings like that. Like, do what most people do nowadays. You have a man on second, 1 out. Do 3 innings like that. If it's still tied game, do a home run derby tiebreaker. We aren't doing ties here, of course. It's baseball. But if we do a home run derby tiebreaker, 1 swing, a player. So kind of like a hockey shootout type thing where, like, wouldn't that be interesting? Like, you're basically I don't know who you'd have pitch though. That'd be the only thing. I imagine you have coaches pitch. But just 1 player, 1 swing a player. You have to match the other guy. And it's basically a hockey shootout, but this time home run derby. That'd be something to watch. Next, we have implement the salary floor. Anything to do with the salaries, kind of questionable, especially since you have this stick of owners right now. But we don't want a salary cap at all. But a salary floor might actually be an answer. So some teams just aren't cheap asses, basically, and will actually spend their money and make their teams more entertaining than what they actually are at the moment. Even though there's a reason why they're kind of playing like that. But it's just one way MLB can be more entertaining because they have more star players on their team. Next, we have a pitch clock. I know this isn't one of the most highly inclusive ideas because people just don't like the idea of putting the pitchers on a timer. But you can't deny it. They do at least need like a little bit you can't take up all that time, and it's kind of just annoying. You can't deny it. But a pitch clock management gets implemented, it just won't be that long, especially for some pitchers who just actually pitch at a normal pace. I know some pitchers are slower than others. I'm pretty sure I read like Chris Sale wasn't very quick. I don't really know. And then next we have the replay. Replays just need to be cut, like not like cut, but they need to be shorter. I'm not trying to wait 2 minutes, 3 minutes just for the replay to get back to us. We can all see what happens in 15 seconds in our own eyes, or at least 20 seconds. Like, it needs to just be cut so this game can get on. Games can get going. 14, let's just give us all the intro music. Like, we have a closer coming in to close out the game. Give us that music. Give us the wildness, the wild thing type of music that we're used to. It's just a way to get more interaction out of fans, which is my next point at number 14. Just interact with more fans in general. The fans are your consumer. You want to interact with them. I know the Instagram MLB account kind of does a really good job at this. Like, their social media account does a really good job at this in total. But you just need to make a way so you can actually interact with more fans in general. Like, do more meet and greets, do more of that type of stuff. So fans are actually wanting to know these players and know the league. Next, and the last thing, just make it more like a business. You're producing something for consumers that they want to watch. I know not everybody's going to be fond of the ideas, but in the end, you're just wanting to make something people actually want to pay attention to. And right now, the MLB is not the main thing people really care about paying attention to. So just make it more like a business, implement more of a business plan, make it more interesting, and you have the new MLB, I guess. So those are 15 ways the MLB can become more entertaining. If you guys agree or disagree with any of these ways, or have any more ways to introduce yourself, make sure to put those comments down below. Let's have a nice friendly conversation down there. If you have a suggestion for another video, make sure to put that down in the comments below as well. And who knows, your suggestion might just end up being the next video. Right here is my previous upload, and right here is a playlist that this video will be going into. So make sure to click on one or either or both of these so to keep on watching some content. And make sure to click those links down below: Instagram, Twitter, Discord, and Patreon, if you just want to keep up with what I'm doing, and maybe you'll actually help make one of these videos. Of course, thank you guys for watching, and just make sure to keep sports flowing throughout the day.